The Houston Police Department confirms they are currently conducting investigations into reports of missing unaccompanied migrants brought to Houston by federal authorities. Gerald Harris has more as concerns for their well-being increases.
HPD says they're looking into reports of missing unaccompanied juveniles who were resettled in Houston by the Office of Refugee Resettlement.
The fact that ORR or HHS are missing any body who's a minor is obviously a cause for concern.
By U.S. law, the Department of Health and Human Services has custody and must provide care for each unaccompanied child who has no lawful immigration status in the United States under 18.
It's really important that we get to the bottom of it, that we at least identify if these folks did leave with a relative or if they really are in danger, because we also cannot deny the fact that some people are preying on these folks, on these young individuals, in order to traffic them, in order to sell them into prostitution or gangs or organized crime.
Eddie Rodriguez is a former United States deportation officer and is now with LULAC, a Hispanic civil rights organization. He says the journey many kids are facing to get here is often traumatizing.
Sometimes they have no food, no water. They're in conditions that are either cold or hot, and they're in terrains that have, literally coyotes as far as animals and dangerous things that are going on all the time.
He adds someone dropped the ball in keeping these kids safe.
Customs, Border Patrol, Protection, all those, they're the ones responsible initially to have that. However, when they transfer them over to the other department or another agency, in this case, HH&S, then they take over. So nobody's really in the situation to pass on who watches them, who sponsors them, who's going to monitor them, who's going to go back and do the bed checks. There is no federal CPS or Child Protective Service.
Gerald Harris, KHOU 11 News.
The Department of Health and Human Services tells us they contacted sponsors and family members to inquire about the safety of the children reportedly missing. They say most of them have now been confirmed as safe, and the department continues to work with law enforcement to ensure the others are safe.